Danganronpa.
Welcome to my overlordcringus. I am tired. My body don't work properly anymore since I had a stroke. So I am not in the best state of mind. But I'm going to do Goodbye Despair 2 because it's my game. Let's begin.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again until it was finally possible for us to enter the program just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap.
Stop!
I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone.
It was a top. I had to get in it for a second.
If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time," right?
You mean hope don't dictate that. Hope is something that you would. Hope is a feeling. Hope's not an action. There's a difference. Hope would be like you're praying that the person who died survived. That would be hope, because hope is a symbol of faith. If being a hero dictates you act all high and mighty and say, I'm definitely going to stop at this time, right? Right? I'm not wrong about this.
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Why do you think she's been calling you chumps this entire time? You guys kind of NPCs on the side to the main characters, Naegi, Kirikiri, Byakuya, and Junko.
Of course we made you do it for that reason.
Peasants!
We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
Gonna show off my bling. My bling, also known as killing these people.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
Well, not necessarily the Future Foundation, unless everybody else in the Future Foundation were part of a killing game. Alright?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation.
Yes. Yeah, and you're a master fisherman, Junko. Yes, sure.
But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background.
Random NPC number 1, Hajime Inata. Random NPC number 2, sorry, never mind. Random NPC number 3 is an NPC to an NPC, Kazuichi.
But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right?
Just 1 second, please! That sounds as though we...
Killed each other for nothing? Totally!
As though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
But that's precisely the truth.
Well, I would want to come to this world on my own free will. Because I'm sick in the head. In reference to them. Huh?
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program. To provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime. That's right. The reason the Ultimate Despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
The reason why the Ultimate Despairs began killing each other was because, okay, we're dumbass.
That's just your imagination.
No, she's right.
naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair!
Yeah, no. Hajime, Naegi does not really know how to despair properly. Maybe once, twice? Out of the entirety of people dying, Naegi only felt despair twice.
Whoa, that despair is fucking obvious! You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place!
Don't go blaming us for this!
Yeah, totally blaming you guys.
Thank you! It's all thanks to you guys! This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair!
Look. My buzz here is... You lost once, and now you're trying again. The possibility of you losing again is quite high. Wait, the timeline. It's trigger up, we have Ultimate Despair Girls in this game. Then Season 3, And in the movie episode. Okay.
We do not feel despair.
Kitty does not feel despair. She only feels tiredness until she gets her morning coffee.
Even if this was all a trap,
Stop.
we will never regret coming here.
And this
This is the only thing we could do to stop you.
But nevertheless,
we will
it's
shut
all
you
over. Down
over.
and end all of this.
We will end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate! Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious.
Desperate? Desperate. That's the word we're using here.
If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already
Shut up.
explain it?
Shut
you
up.
know the
I'm on a
graduation
Koopa.
exam rule?
Didn't I already explain it? You know the graduation exam rule. There are two options, graduate or repeat, right? You just have to choose the main of them. Choose one of them and press it. All you have to do is cast your vote, and whichever one is the majority will be considered your final decision.
But that's not
Shut
all
up.
right. In
Shut
order
up.
to pass the
I'm on a
graduation
Koopa.
exam, there was
Shut-
one
Silence
more
yourself.
requirement.
Shush. Shush.
But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there's one more requirement.
The other requirement to pass the graduation exam is... Wasn't that it? What are we supposed to collect the whole fragments?
I see.
I knew it was the first one, but I needed to know if it was the
As
whole
I
fragment.
recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
To participate in the graduation program, you need my permission as your acting teacher, you know.
What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
How did I...
So even if we vote, you're saying we don't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate.
No! No! Shut up! Okay? It's my time now. It's my time. Not your time, it's my time.
Obviously, there's no way the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So, if you can activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that all too well.
Yes, all too well. All too well, she says. And yet you're hesitating.
I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
That's what you're focusing on?
Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
Out of the mouth comes. Okay.
It's true that we fell
Crazy?
for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
I like how they took a lot of the elements of Ace Attorney where every time they make a point, it's like... type of things, and all the sound effects.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Junko, you lost to them once. Why are you so arrogant, dude?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Yeah, okay, she's right on this one. We are totally overestimating these chumps.
Look upon their faces.
Despair!
They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit.
Well, they are the ultimate despair, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a barbecue with their parents as the menu and Teru cooked the meat. I wouldn't be surprised at that.
There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is. Well.
Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone.
You now decide, Naegi. Is it the real Naegi? Because we only now decided. I don't know who the hell I played in the previous game.
It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
Because we are the future foundation. It came full circle. No, I still say it's a no from me, dog. Because we get out of this New World program and we have our memories as the ultimate despairs. And Mikan has a womb of someone else. Komeda Katisamov. Teru possibly ate an entire restaurant of people. Hajime is a serial killer. Sort of. And so on and so forth, a bunch of shit. I'm surprised Monica is as normal as she is. Yes!
I was totally waiting for a protagonistic line like that. When I crush you with despair, such ecstasy.
Is she crazy in this game, or is she crazy in the previous game? Is she crazy in this game, or is she crazy in the previous game? Crazy in this game? I don't know.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Yeah, he's the ultimate hope. Him falling into despair kind of defeats the title.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair.
They are!
That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
Mastermind?
You!
Mastermind.
You!
Someone else is coming?
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the Mastermind. But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Enough already.
What are you talking about?
Oh well. Let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
I mean the old dude with a whack ass haircut, right? You mean that old dude? You saw that image of him? Where's the image of him? Where's my truth bullets at? Where's my truth bullets at? Where my truth bullets at? Look at that whack ass haircut. Huh? That old dude who couldn't decide what type of hairstyle he wanted. He was like, I want 20% of each one of them. That is a fucked up haircut. I don't know. That's... Oh.
Izuru Kamakura?
That name. I've heard it before. That person was called the Ultimate Hope. That shouldn't be all he was. That's right. I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura somewhere else. As I recall, that person was...
I see!
Izuru Kamakura? Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy?
The founder of Hope! Put this whack ass haircut!
Beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder.
It's no wonder he had to find the Academy of Hope, man, because he was hopeless due to that whack ass haircut. He was hoping for the ultimate barber, but unfortunately that didn't exist. The ultimate hairstylist didn't exist. It did exist, but when Izuru over here went and asked him for 20% of each hairstyle, and it kind of didn't work out. And that's why the ultimate hairstylist wasn't in the animes, because they were kicked out of Hope's Peak Academy. That's what I'm trying to say.
That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura...
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
And he's right in this room. Who is
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
The Future Foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura. It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed.
Yo, Junko, wanna rip the bandit off now or
Not
later?
just that. The matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me.
Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine.
Providing hopelessly skilled explanations to the hopeless is a quirk of hers.
The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
And Junko found it, and Junko used it. And
Why did the
abused it.
Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy.
But he didn't, though. Unless something was different in the manga or something, that wasn't Izuru. I need to check, because he was there. But you guys brought the TV and said, here are your loved ones, kill each other or they die. Don't know who you're trying to blame here, man. Don't know who you're trying to blame.
Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
We thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Oh, don't say such cruel things.
Bitch, please.
Izuru Kamakura is very much alive.
He's in this room.
Isn't that right, Hajime?
Huh? What? I am... What?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Am I still here? I'm fainting! No!
Huh?
Alrighty. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Yo Izuru Kamakura, yo Izuru Kamakura, yo Izuru Kamakura, yo Izuru Kamakura, yo Izuru Kamakura.
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura! Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever.
He has talent at being common sense.
But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura
Sometimes.
makes all this much more
40%.
hopeless.
45. I'm Izuru Kamakura? Breakdown. 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 Wow, they're loading the bullets pretty slowly, yeah. Vision of Nagito, reserved I'll have to hear.
Good news, Hajime!
Good news!
Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student,
You are the most special student of them all!
all along! Ultimate hope!
Wasn't that nice?
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
That's what you're pissed off about?
In order to hide Izuru's identity.
Hide.
Was he hidden in the reserve course?
No.
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata!
Hope cultivation plan.
I've always
right?
had that name ever since I was born!
I need to check. Reserve department, no. We're looking at the hope cultivation. For many years, the true hope. By consolidating results, well, so it's either hope cultivation plan, the vision of Nagito, or yeah, I think it's one of the two.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Might be the
Hey,
vision.
you weren't
Nagito.
lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Yeah, it keeps happening. It's getting annoying.
Created hope? That might be Izuru.
Yeah, it's good hope cultivation plan. Nah, on point there. I should have read that.
Good news, even though you were mocked, he had a talent all...
How can someone from have such an amazing...
In order to hide it, was he hidden in the...
Then Hajime's...
There's no doubt I've always had that name ever since...
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying.
I do not want any more
Could it be created
Ah, slow. Boom.
That must be it!
That must be it.
Created hope. Are you talking about the hope cultivation plan?
Hope cultivation plan. What is that?
Wow, Byakuya is sorely lacking in information. How not unusual.
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create? For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of ultimates.
And stuffing them into a body.
Because the plan was so important, they adopted
And stuffing them into a
the
skin and
Academy's
flesh
founder.
suit. With bones and
Called
organs.
it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan.
I don't know, right? This trial... The second game is a lot better in some ways than the first game. But its final trial is a lot worse than the first game.
From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent.
The ordinary of the most ordinary students, lacking absolutely nothing in talent.
From that group of reserve course students, the one who was finally chosen was...
Hajime,
who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else.
Even more than Nagito, which is surprising. Huh?
You still don't get it? You were used by the Academy.
And abused.
They exploited your feelings of admiration toward hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
What?
See, didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
The moment you claim the talent and hope. Yeah. Okay.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
After many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Don't you mean Izuru 2.0 says 1.0 would be the dude with a whack-ass haircut? Beaver girl? Pussy face?
Transformed?
What did they do to him?
Torture.
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius. So naturally, they went to extremes.
They wiped him out?
By
Lobotomy.
directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura. Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit.
You did?
That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close.
Break his spirit. Break his spirit. If I remember right, she went into a room where he was just being boring. And you're the ultimate talent, so you're bored at every other talent. Instead of taking everything, shaping it into your best vision, he decides to then follow the even more boring route of destroying everything, and now everything's not fun at all.
Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb.
Please don't be flooding us up in this bitch, because there's a giant junko behind us and she came twice. I am worried that we're going to drown today.
By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Did they really do something like that?
And your dad knew about it, by the way.
If you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
And you won't be able to stop him from kicking ass and taking
Like I
names.
said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Therefore, we need this version of Hajime outside, into his outside
Different
body.
person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised.
Exercise, demons, but demons, the exorcisms were about priests that were the ultimate priest of Hope's Peak Academy, exorcism of his demons.
All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Emotions? thoughts?
Emotional damage.
It sounds like he is a completely different person.
That's what Junko said. Yo, Sonia, I was shh, silence, Sonia, silence.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown...
You gonna be kicking ass, taking names?
He'll disappear.
Disappear?
I like Junko's final reverse Uno
All
card.
that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy.
It
He'll
become
no
four?
longer be Hajime Hinata.
Disappear? I'm going to disappear. Disappear? 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 Disappear, 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 disappear. It's one of those things that when you say it too many times it becomes weird. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason to meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Looks so creepy.
Hajime?
Was that me? No, that's not me!
That's what you are. That's who Izuru Kamakura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamakura, the mastermind behind all of this.
This makes me interested as to how they're going to pull off the plot twist for the third game.
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was...
It's not me!
Just so you know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try.
Ben...
So, she's trying to break him again to turn him into the ultimate mastermind. Yeah, in this situation, right?
You have no way to be saved, you say? But you already know what you must do.
Return the map. Return what you have stolen from me. I do? I already know how I can be saved. Save. Become the blackened. That's totally submit to Junko. Stay Bobby!
I see. I just need to choose graduate then.
In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body. So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless happy ending.
So in other words, sacrifice everybody else to become Junko, and Hajime would be Hajime Izuru Kamakura, right?
Hold on. You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, the Future Foundation will be trapped here. I can't allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate
Just stars, the Future Foundation cannot be sacrificed.
Jeez, you should have said so before. You guys aren't honest at all.
That's not it. What?
We have to protect the world from despair, you
We have to protect the world from devastation. Unite all people within our nation to protect the seas from the stars above. Something filled with love. Kyoko Naegi. I don't remember the rest of it. Something Team Rocket might. Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. I want to be the very best. I choose you, Pikachu.
Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place? What if the world's hope is different from your hope?
You telling me that they're sitting on the high horse?
Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy.
That's...
Plus, the Future
Ah, she's saying
Foundation
be
wants
a little
to kill
selfish.
all the ultimate despairs, right? Once you go back to being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate.
It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
Okay, let's make a deal. Make a deal. Shut up. Deal time. We will choose graduate if you prove to us that you can accurately, not despairingly, act out everybody whose body you're going to enter into's personalities 100% accurate. Prove it. I don't believe nothing until it's proven.
Not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think?
And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game.
Fourth wall?
Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love, there won't even be save data left of it.
Well, about that.
The girl you love and the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized. And in Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear. All because of the academy he loves so much.
I kind of get destroying the academy. I totally understand bringing despair to the academy. The higher ups of the academy. The issue I have with Junko is bringing despair to everyone else. That's the issue I have with Junko. And I even understand it a little bit. If you see it from a point of view, my issue is that I'm too understanding.
Will you be able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for? For people you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you?
To sound like some sort of experience talking.
Sound like hope to you?
You can't believe her! That's how she works!
That's what she does, so she can lure you all toward despair.
But she's not wrong.
There is no reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
Hold on!
What is it? Why are we still waiting? Do you still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
No, I was just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is claimed?
In the millions.
Right now, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims will fill the streets. The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
For the third time.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world. Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
Well, what else are they supposed to do? Hajime is broken. Hajime.exe stopped responding. You wish to send data to its creator?
At this point, this is the only way.
No. There is another way.
There's always another way. Do we add option F now?
If they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories, and everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living.
As me!
Well, everyone who died will be taken over by me, but don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable for the rest of their life?
You guys, you can't buy into this. Think carefully about which is true hope.
But can't we just reconstruct them if this Neo World program is so advanced? Can't we make them up from scratch? By planting fake memories, rebuild Ibuki, rebuild Gundam, so on and so forth? Isn't that why the ultimate psychologist, psychiatrist, neuron physicist, whatever the fuck his name is,
And which
exists?
is true despair.
What shall we do?
You're asking us?
You're telling us to decide?
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
I'm gonna stop here. I've had my fair share of Danganronpa today. Smile over the cringes. Once you like, subscribe. Smash your face with the keyboard a couple of times on notifications. Always know we check out all our links in the description, especially our second channel, Exhausted Genshin. We play a bunch of Genshin Impact. Currently 2.7 events. And yeah, pray for me.
Didn't I already
Shut up!
explain it?
Shut up!
You know the
I'm on the
graduation exam rules?
Didn't I already explain it? You know the graduation exam rule.